Now on view at SCADFash, Manish Arora's Life is Beautiful. Renowned for dazzling designs in a rainbow of colors, Manish Arora has brought the talent and craftsmanship of India's rich sartorial history to the global forefront, earning international acclaim on runways across 3 continents. Designing in India since the 1990s, Aurora's glittering garments celebrate extravagant expressions of self through varied materials, techniques, and silhouettes in a triumphant union of Western and Eastern aesthetics adapted to today's multicultural society with a touch of humor. Find out more at scadfash.org.
Support comes from the Grady Health Foundation, presenting Move for Grady Saturday, April 27th. When you ride, run, or walk for Grady, you help our entire community thrive. There's a distance for everyone, and all proceeds benefit Grady Health System. More at moveforgrady.com.
Hi, I'm WABE contributor and AJC senior editor Mike Jordan.
And I'm Sammy Purcell, associate editor with Rough Draft Atlanta.
And this is How Do You Atlanta?
Let's take a look at what's going on in the city this week. What do you got for us, Mike?
All right, this is for the pasta lovers out there, which I would assume we all are. This is an event called Al Dente, the design of pasta, at one of the coolest museums in town, Museum of Design Atlanta. Now, this is their spring exhibit, so it's going to show and explore Italy's most beloved culinary treasures, what they're calling it. So you'll get to look at the designs of traditional pasta shapes. Also, the mechanical and technical advancements that have impacted the design of pasta over the years. Pasta advertising from as far back as the late 19th century to the present. Designer pasta with shapes designed by incredible people like Felipe Stark. And so all of this process and all of these shapes and designs, all this research and development going into this thing that you eat, even a 3D printed pasta with new shapes to meet contemporary needs. If you like to nerd out on pasta and you like to eat pasta, this is the thing for you. I'm not sure they're going to have food for you to actually eat there, but if they don't, I would amazingly be surprised because that's an opportunity there. But this opens on April 11th at MODA, and you can get information at museumofdesign.org.
I have been wanting to learn how to make my own pasta forever. It takes a long time to make pasta. So
not really.
But like you can't start at like 7 or you won't eat till like 9. You know what I mean?
Well, it depends. So what you should do if you really want to learn this, Sammy, and I mean, like, don't just tell me you're interested and now start talking. But look, you can get, you need a KitchenAid stand mixer. But if you get a KitchenAid stand mixer, they have the extension and you can like put the pasta in. But it's really just like making biscuits. It's just like you make the dough, you flatten it out, and then you cut it. And then honestly, you can boil it right away or you can let it sit and dry out. Now, the drying out part is what takes a long time.
Yeah, I was like, isn't that important?
No, if you just are hungry, then no. Like if you're trying to do this, like design pasta like the museum.
Yeah, I want to do it right.
But why not just go to the exhibit and then see that?
I want to.
Then you should go to the. I'm
I'll
trying
go,
to help.
fine.
Yeah, no, you won't. You're just talking about this, and you're just gonna buy a box of Barilla or whatever else. And you're just gonna eat some macaroni and cheese.
I'm just like looking into my pantry right now.
I'm working on you, Sammy. I'm telling you, this pasta thing is not complicated, but the designs are gonna be cool. I'm looking forward to that. All the swirls and things. It's gonna be dope.
Absolutely.
All right. What do you have next?
So this is an interesting event. We've got Music in Mind coming up at the Rich Theater at the Woodruff Arts Center on April 12th. So the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra is partnering with world-renowned soprano Renee Fleming, who you might recognize that name. So it's going to explore how to use music to better understand the complex functioning of the brain. It's going to be moderated by Dr. Sanjay Gupta. And the presentation includes local leaders in the medical field, musicians, and music therapists. They're all going to be there with Renee Fleming to just kind of dive deep into this theme and talk about how music helps us better understand how our brain functions. This program is also presented in conjunction with Renee Fleming's appearance with the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra. So she's going to be performing the soul-stirring 4 last songs by Richard Strauss. So that'll be very cool as well. This just sounds like something very interesting to me. It's something I don't really know a lot about. I feel like we always talk about how babies should listen to Mozart in the womb and stuff like that, but I'm sure they're going to get into stuff that's a lot deeper than just that. So this will be really interesting. You can find tickets at the link in our show notes. And again, that's Music in Mind with Renee Fleming on April 12th.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, I think you're exactly right. We all know that there are effects, but, you're talking about like babies in the womb listening to Mozart. I mean, adults in the car in Atlanta traffic need some Mozart. I listen to Yo-Yo Ma some days in Atlanta traffic,
Look
you
at
know what I mean?
you.
Get my cello on.
Yeah.
Absolutely, or Sade.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, because I wanted to not make me crazy and to have a little patience. And, the way it affects plants, even a thing like
Yeah,
that. Some people see
absolutely.
colors when they hear music. So
So cool.
I'm all into this thing. This is a great one. That's a great
Yeah,
one.
and Renee Fleming, I mean, she's a legend. So that's a really cool person to have be involved in this as well.
Very cool.
All right, what else do you have for us this week?
All right, it is time once again for the Atlanta Dogwood Festival, Piedmont Park, April 12th through 13th. It's a staple, and it has been for over 80 years. It has something for everyone, as you know. So not only do you get to go out in Piedmont Park and enjoy the nice weather, hopefully, but also see all these other people and look at virtually any kind of art imaginable. It will always be represented at the festival. Of course, that means sculptures, that means paintings, that means pottery and jewelry, photography, metalworks. All that great stuff is going to be there and more. Some other things that there's going to be, there's an artist market, of course, but high school art exhibition. And also on the Coca-Cola main stage, there's going to be performances from people like Zach Person, who is like this bona fide black rock star, and also funk band Blue Talk. They'll be out there. There'll also be a VIP package if you want to get a little fancy with yours. And never forget the Dogwood Festival Mimosa 5K. So bring the kids. There'll be a kids village as well. All of these great things. 2 days at Piedmont Park. That's April 12th through 13th. And you can get information at dogwood.org.
I love when festivals like this have opportunities for high schooler kids, like you mentioned, doing that arts exhibition. Because I know I wasn't into that type of art in high school, but I would have been very overjoyed to have an opportunity like that.
Yeah, and also it just builds the confidence. I mean, like, I try to buy a little something artsy at any of these festivals, something that I can display more than what I would wear. That's just my thing. But, I just think that's just really important to encourage young artists and for them to get out there. And when they show the boldness to actually go and put their stuff out in front of people and vend it, then, I mean, like, that's a really cool thing. I think high school art is probably telling us more about the world than some of us might even realize. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they bring.
Absolutely. This is How Do You Atlanta. I'm Sammy Purcell, and we'll be back right after this break.
You love free, and at Ameris Bank, so do we. That's why we're proud to offer worry-free, hassle-free Ameris Bank free checking. Manage your money your way with convenient access to digital, mobile, and telephone banking, all with no monthly service fee or minimum balance requirements. At Ameris Bank, we're with you. For more information or to open an account, visit our local bankers in person or online at amerisbank.com/free checking. Other fees such as overdraft fees may apply. Ameris Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Support for WABE's local coverage on maternal health and mortality comes from Georgia Health Initiative, whose mission is to inspire and promote collective action that advances health equity for all Georgians. Learn more at georgiahealthinitiative.org.
All right, Sammy, what do you have next?
Well, the Sandy Springs Lantern Parade is coming up on April 13th. So if you haven't been to this before, it's a lot of fun. It's an evening filled with fantastical puppets and beautiful lanterns. So again, if you haven't been before, families will bring handcrafted lanterns, so those are homemade, to Steel Canyon Golf Club, which is where the parade starts. Celebrate a bit as the sun sets, and then walk down to Morgan Falls Overlook Park right next to the Chattahoochee River to end the parade. So you want to make sure you get your lanterns done in advance. That's very important. There won't be time to make them day of, and the parade starts at approximately 8:15 p.m. And then after the parade, once things are done, you can explore Overlook Park, which is really, really beautiful, and you'll be surrounded by hundreds of creative, beautiful, glowing lanterns as well. There'll be music playing, there'll be a concert going on, it'll be a lot of fun, a great place to celebrate with your neighbors. And then there'll be a shuttle to take you back to the parking lot when you're done. So the parade goes downhill. You won't have to worry about walking up. It's a nice little touch. Good thing to add. Again, that's Sandy Springs Lantern Parade on April 13th. It starts at Steel Canyon Golf Club, and it's sure to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, Honestly, these things look amazing. Even if you don't make your own lantern, and again, do it early. Sammy was not lying about that.
Do it early.
If you're not going to do it, you just go out. I mean, it's just such a visually stunning thing to see as these lanterns around and just all the creativity that goes into thinking about them.
Yeah, even if you just want to, if you're, worried about making one of your own or you don't have a lot of time, just go out there and watch. They're really, really pretty. It's a sight to behold.
It is indeed.
All right, what else do you have for us?
All right, next is the Lemonade Days Festival. This happens from April 17th through the 21st, and it's at Brook Run Park in Dunwoody. And so basically, it's become like this highlight of the city's calendar, and it's a very popular family event. So you'll see carnival rides. There'll be wristbands for unlimited rides if you want to get those. And so all of these different food and beverage vendors, as you would expect at these things, but the games, the food court, there'll be ponies and a petting zoo for the kids as well. And then these kinds of things, as they like to have, will have the king and queen sort of thing. So you're going to be voting on the honorary Miss Lemonade Days. But, whoever wins that, good luck to them. But also beer and wine for those who want to bring the kids and also have a little kickback, if you will. So this is 2 days of performances, and also the popular Dunwoody Idol contest is going to happen as well. So it's going to be $20 a day, then $30 a day on Friday and Sunday. So the $20 a day are the Wednesday and Thursday nights. But again, this goes on the 17th to the 21st of April. Brook Run Park. You can get information at dunwoodypreservationtrust.org.
I love stuff like this, like with the petting zoo and the carnival rides. It just feels so, pastoral and small towny. And Dunwoody Idol is a lot of fun. I didn't get to this year, but I've gotten to interview some of the participants in the last couple of years, and they're always really excited.
Yeah.
And some of them are pretty young, so get out there and support those kids.
Yeah. I mean, and also, like what you said about it being like small towny and everything, like that's not something that Dunwoody normally gets confused for. Like, it's very corporate, very nice, but it's also just a place where there's a lot of buildings and people. Yeah. So to bring that kind of feel to Dunwoody is great. Although I will say, everyone, if you're not in Dunwoody quite often, please take your time on 285 because it is very different going around Dunwoody on 285 right now.
Absolutely.
So take your time, pet the donkeys and the whatever's going to be out there. But have a good time. It's a great family event. And Sammy, what do you have next?
Amplify Decatur is coming up on April 13th at downtown Decatur Square. This is a really awesome music festival event, and they've got a great lineup this year. So it's going to be 2-time Grammy Award winner Melissa Etheridge, the folk rock band Dawes, and 5-time Grammy Award winners Blind Boys of Alabama. Going to be at Amplify Decatur this year. It's going to be a lot of fun. Melissa Etheridge especially, I'm super excited about. And the festival is also going to feature Run Katie Run and a performance from the winner of the Decatur High School Battle of the Bands, which is very exciting. Another high school shout out there. And tickets are now on sale. So general admission is $75, and then VIP is $195, and premium VIP is $275. So you can find out more about what those levels actually get you if you go to the link in our show notes, and you can buy tickets there as well. So again, that's Amplify Decatur, April 13th in downtown Decatur Square.
All right. Any chance to go out to downtown Decatur for any festival is always a good one, but this one sounds like a really good one.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, Melissa Etheridge, her big song is a word I can't say on the radio. It's the B word. But you know what I'm talking about?
Breakfast?
I'm a
brunch?
blank. I'm a mother. I'm a child.
Beast? Yeah, I'm a yeah, of course.
I'm a female dog.
You can say these
course.
words, Sammy. Like, don't let anybody tell you can't say I'm
our
I'm a beast.
producer is shaking her head.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, look. I mean, we have all kind of. You should see the uncut version of this, like Mike and Sammy's banter.
How do you
Crystal Devone.
After dark?
If she wasn't here, we'd probably go into all kinds of parental advisory stuff. But we keep it classy.
We do.
That's it for this week's edition of How Do You Atlanta. For more on these and other great events all around the city, go to howdoyouatlanta.com. How Do You Atlanta is a joint production of WABE and Rough Draft. This podcast is produced by Crystal Devone with editing from Scotty Crow, WABE's Vice President of Audio. You can find links to all of these events in the podcast show notes.
WABE.
At a time when information continues to come at us faster and faster, sometimes you need to hit pause and rewind. NPR's Throughline takes you back in time to the source of the news stories filling your feed. Find NPR's Throughline wherever you get your podcasts.
Have you donated to WABE yet? I know you've heard us talking about why it's important, but it doesn't have to be this big decision. You can give at whatever amount fits your budget. It can be a spur-of-the-moment thing. You already get so much out of public radio, so just go for it. Visit wabe.org/donate and become a member right now. And thank you.